Alright, I just want to do a quick video of a new set I picked up today. Just an overview, and it's not really an unboxing, but I'll go over everything that comes in it. And it's a Craftman 154-piece mechanics tool set. Model number 35154, and comes in this nice case. It's pretty rugged. And I like the handle. I mean, it's not like I'm going to be carrying around a lot, but it's a decent case that it comes in. The price that I paid, well, first it was listed at $150 regular price, and it was on sale for $99. But if you go to Craftman.com and join the Craftman's Club, they'll email you a $10 coupon for a $50 or more purchase. So I got $10 off of this, which brought it down to $89. So after tax, it was $95, which I think is a fair price. Now let's another thing too is this isn't the type of case that's going to squeeze the sockets to where they're always in place. But when you pick it up like this, nothing falls out of place. So when you open it, you want to make sure these are flipped up and you flip it back. I know it seems simple, but you don't want to open this wrong, because or else everything here is going to fall out. I'll get to that part in a second, but it comes with 3 ratchets. Let me actually turn this sideways for you. And this is just a little notch that keeps it locked. You can see that turns, and it locks in there just to keep your wrenches that come with it in place. And this is where all you have a quarter inch ratchet here, and you have all this side's metric, this side's inches, and then you get metric wrenches, inches wrenches. You get 2 adapters, one for the quarter, one for the 3/8, and here's your 3/8 ratchet. Here's your half-inch ratchet. So here's that. You also get 2 sets of Allen keys. I left them in the bag because they don't come in holders, and I don't really want them mixed up and sliding around. This runs from 1.5 to 8 millimeter. You get 11 of them, as you can see there. And I'll show you this one. This one runs from 0.50 to a quarter inch, as you can see there. So let me just get into it, and I'll show you everything you get. We'll start down here. They only give you 1 row of half-inch sockets. Let me double check that. Yeah, 1 row of half-inch sockets, and you get from 14 all the way up to 19 in metric. So you get 6 of them, and then in the inches you get 3/4 down to 7/16, and that's a 3/8. But and these are all this that I'm pointing to is all 3/8. In these you get 6-sided, and in metric it goes from 6, from the smallest being a 6 millimeter, all the way up to an 18 millimeter in 3/8. And in inches it goes from a quarter all the way up to 3/16. And you also get 2 sides of 3/8 deep sockets, which run from 7/16 all the way up to 3/4, and in metric it goes from 10 to 18. So you get 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 18 millimeter. Then they also have up here 12-point sockets. I believe that's what that is for the 3/8, and that runs from 10 to 17 for the metric millimeter, and then in inches it goes from 5/16, the smallest, all the way up to, I want to say, 5/8 for that. It also comes with a this screwdriver. It's magnetic tip, so it transfers to whatever's in there and makes it magnetic, which is nice. And you get 12 nut drivers, which run from that come in 5, 6, 8, 10, and 11 millimeter, and then you get 3/16 all the way up to 7/16 for inches, and these are kind of nice. I like them. Let's move on to the back, and also I'll cover this in a little bit, so if you stay tuned to the end of the video, it comes with a detailed every item that's in here list that's in the box. This is very important. I'm going to go over this in 2 seconds after I cover up here. As again, I said, you get a 1/4 inch adapter and a 3/8 inch adapter. They don't give you a 1/2 inch adapter. And for the metric wrenches, it runs from 9 to 15 millimeter. And in the inches wrenches, it runs from 1/4 all the way up to 9/16. And here's your 1/4 inch thing. I'm drawing a blank. Ratchet. Your 1/4 inch ratchet. That was weird. And in them bolts you get, sorry about the lighting, I am using my iPhone. It goes from 4 to 14 millimeter, and it also has a 5.5 millimeter. And then in inches, right there, it goes from 532 to 9/16 in inches. And you also get, I want to say 10 deep sockets for the 1/4, as you can see there. And that goes from 7 to 11 millimeter. And this one goes from 3/16 to, see that, 5/16. And then you get 3 Phillips, 3 flatheads, 2 Torx, and 1 R2. And you also get a 5/8 spark plug socket. Now the point I want to get to with this is all your parts in here, everything you see there except for the ratchets, they came in them bags, and you have to open up each bag and put it in its place, which I like. I don't mind, because you get to go over everything. You get to check each ratchet to make sure they're working. You get to see if any sockets are damaged before. I mean, if everything came here and you didn't need to use this for a decent amount of time, and you needed a 12 millimeter socket and it was stripped inside and you didn't know that. So I kind of like going over everything, wiping down stuff. Like all these were covered in grease, and I wiped them down just for when I go to grab it, I'm not getting grease over everything. I wiped down the ratchets because they had a little bit of, they were covered in grease. So I don't mind it. But now back to the list, after, because people were complaining when you read the reviews on this on Sears, they were complaining like, did I buy Craftman or I buy IKEA? Well, stop your bitching and just put it together. Don't be lazy. Go over your tools. You're paying for them. Go over and inspect them. You might have a wrench that is stripped out or bent. You don't know. So go over it. And that's what happened with this case, where I put everything back in its place. And right here you can see the 10 millimeter 1/4 inch deep socket was missing. So I had to call them, and in its place there was an 1132 socket. So I had to call them. I called Sears. I said, I just bought this and I'm missing a 10 millimeter. They said, bring it back and we'll switch it out. They switched out the whole case. They gave me a brand new one. Even though it was 2 hours later, I just bought the thing. But still, it is good to go over this list, excuse me, and just see what you're getting in here to make sure you have everything. This is a complete part list of all 154 pieces, and it'll have the date that this was packed on it somewhere. Oh, yeah. So this is today's February 7th, I believe. So this was packed on December 13th, 2012. And just fold that up, and I mean, that's a detailed list of everything you get. Also, I want to talk about They have them in different quantities. This is 154 pieces. This seemed like the best value for me. They also have a 220 piece set for the same price, $99. I didn't see it at the time because I've been eyeing this up for a while. I just really haven't made the move to buy it because it would go on sale and then they would take it off sale, and I'm not paying full price for it. But if you look into detailed on when you go on their website, Sears, they tend to do a lot of fluffing. And what I mean by fluffing is, okay, you have two packets of Allen keys, which equal 22 pieces. So in the 200, this is the 154. In the 220 piece, you get 4 sets of Allen keys, which is 44 pieces. And they also give you, I want to say, 3 more sets of screw bits. So that comes out to like another 20-something pieces in screw bits. That adds up. And they also take away, you're not getting 12 wrenches here. They take away 6 wrenches, and you lose an adapter. So you want to be real careful because the larger number at a lower price, it really isn't going to be the best for everything. So you want to really look at what you're getting into it. If you never bought a set before, if this is your first set, I mean, you work hard for your money. You want to see what you're buying. So just keep an eye out for that. Because again, you don't want to lose an adapter, 6 wrenches for a couple of extra sockets and 40 more Allen keys, because you can't add all these Allen keys up and change your brakes with them. So you need sockets, you need adapters, you need wrenches. So just keep an eye out. That's why I'm making this video, just so people know what they're buying. I think this was the best bet for me because I do a lot of work on my own bikes and cars, and this is what I need. This is my hobby. I don't do this as a job. This is what I enjoy doing. But so yeah, that's it. Just a quick review. And again, go check out the Craftman Club so you get coupons for that. I know this is getting kind of long, but it's just an overview. And don't forget to go over your list to see if you're missing any parts. So yeah, I thought I got a nice deal for $89. I think that's a good deal, and that that closes and that holds everything in place. Your quarter inch socket and wrenches up there, and your wrenches down there. It holds them in place so they don't fall out. And then you just let me throw that back in there. You just close the lid. And that's it. So check out the Craftman Club so you get the discount if you're going to go buy a set. And you also get discounted prices online. So they'll have the regular sale price, and they'll show, like I saw a screwdriver set that was on sale from $25 for $19.99. But then they also have below that the Craftman Club price, which is $18.99. So you're saving $1. It's not much, but it's $1. So thanks for watching. Comment down below. I'll put everything in the description, all the links for it. And subscribe, comment, rate. Any questions, I'll try to answer them to the best of my ability. And thank you for watching.